Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we're in a nice, cozy, bright, vibrant office. Look at this. Very nice stuff. And the green screen is freaking out a little bit, but it's not too bad. Either way, today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people have been talking about for a while, and that's Blizzard. So... I didn't really talk about it for a few reasons. One is I'm terrible at forming my opinions into words, so that doesn't usually translate well. The other is just a lot of other people have been talking about it, and I'm like, well, they're probably better at talking about it than I am, so I have had people be like, Crendor, what's your opinion on it? And I'm like, it's bad. It's not good. I can't imagine anyone's just like, this is an alright situation. Like, you know, it's not good. But I did feel like I should make something on it just because, you know, World of Warcraft's the game that got me to where I am today at this point, right? So I figured I would say something. And what I'm gonna say is that it's a very weird situation because I'm gonna talk about it first from a content creator point of view, because I have seen a lot of things going on with that, where some people are like, I'm not quitting WoW, and other people are like, I'm completely quitting WoW. Like on both sides. So, you know, some people have gone to play Final Fantasy, some are playing other games, some are taking a break until things change, and some are still playing the game. And you know, I would say the way you go about that is you just kind of meditate on what you think is right and be like, what is my best course of action, you know, going forward? Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Are you taking a break from the game because you want to see change at Blizzard and you want them to have better working conditions and better pay and, you know, just a safe environment? Are you doing this because you didn't really like the game in its current state, and now this is just like the tipping point of like, all right, you know what? No, I'm definitely not playing the game. Are you playing the game currently because it's your job and you're like, I gotta do this, man. Like, if I stop playing WoW, then, you know, all my views and my money are gonna leave, and, you know, that's I mean, that's definitely a thing. That's one of the reasons TB years ago when I was doing like all these WoW machinimas, he was like, you should not tie yourself to World of Warcraft because, or any game. He's like, don't tie yourself to a singular game because when that game goes away, then you go away. And I was like, this guy's right. And so, you know, once you start branching off from a game, then obviously the views and stuff will drop, but eventually you'll build up viewership from other audiences, and you know, over time that kind of grows and grows, and then you've got an audience that'll watch you mainly for your personality and not just because you're playing one specific game, which I think is not just, I think, a better way for business, but just a better for your mental health, because everything doesn't just rely on, I have to play WoW. Even if I hate WoW, I gotta play WoW, right? Like, I can be like, you know what, I don't want to play anything today. I want to paint Warhammer. Today I want to play Magic the Gathering. Today I want to play, you know, maybe I do want to play WoW. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter. I can play whatever I want. And it's definitely more freeing. So I do feel bad for a lot of the content creators that are still, like, very strictly World of Warcraft content creators, and they feel the need to do that. But there's people who just don't care, and they're just playing WoW because, like, whatever. I don't know. I've always been more of a casual WoW player. If you've even watched me as of late, like, I think the most hardcore I played WoW is Classic WoW, and I really enjoyed it. And then I was like, all right, I've had my Classic WoW fun, and then I stopped. Otherwise, I just farm mounts and, you know, make pointless top 10s. Which we were actually working on pointless top 10 bears, and all this happened, and I was like, probably shouldn't release pointless top 10 bears. So, you know, I think the biggest thing is it's difficult to decide what you want to do because there's so many gray areas, right? Like, you want to boycott Blizzard because it's like, well, I don't want to give them money to create whether it's a product you don't like or you don't want to support the current work environment they're in, right? But then if you boycott it, you also have this thing of like, well, there's still good people working there, and there's still people that are not bad people working there, and they're actively trying to get things changed. So by doing this, are those people going to get fired possibly? And then there's no change anyway. And they just hire people that are like, hire this guy so they can deal with whatever happens and stay quiet. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happens there, right? I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. But obviously it seems like a lot of the employees are also kind of tired with all of it. Because I've seen people I know that work at Blizzard. And then, they're playing Final Fantasy. So it's kind of funny. They work at Blizzard, they're playing Final Fantasy and stuff. Obviously if you work at a company, you don't have to just play their games, right? But it's interesting. Like, I'm curious, what are you doing? Are you boycotting? Are you not boycotting? Are you just taking a break? I do think a lot of content creators out there are being like, I'm done with Blizzard stuff and all this stuff. But it's more just they were tired of the game, and now this was just the tipping point to kind of push them over the edge to, like, all right, now I'm definitely not supporting them. Which, it's perfectly reasonable. I get it. So I'm just curious, what do you think? Comment down below. What have you been doing? Me personally, I've just decided, like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to take a break from all of it until I see them making some changes. They did at least start making some changes. They made the J. Allen Brack leave. You think you do, but you don't. You think you do. And then they got the new leadership committee, I guess. I don't know. I think that's what they're calling it. And then, hopefully, I think the biggest thing people want is Bobby Kotick to leave. Because that man is literally Prince Gallywix, like, incarnate. Like, he is, if you had to cast Prince Gallywix for a World of Warcraft movie, you would just, like, be like, oh, just go talk to Bobby. Hey, come on down. He'd be like, oh, right? Like, I think the number one thing people want is Bobby Kotick to leave, because that would instantly put in someone that could change the work environment, and that would instantly put in someone that might actually care about the video game and the games that they create. Because, I mean, it used to be so great, man. Like, Blizzard would create a game, and you'd be like, dude, it's a Blizzard game, right? You were excited because you knew Blizzard put out quality games. You knew when you played a Blizzard game, it was going to be quality, it was going to be good, it was going to be polished, and it was great. And now they have things like Warcraft 3 Reforged, where even a year into it, it still crashes on my computer. And it's a computer that I just built in, like, December, and it still crashed. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. We played it in, like, January, and it was just crashing. And I'm like, this is... I think Warcraft 3, the original that I was playing, didn't crash as much as this. Like, why would I even play this? So it used to be like, yeah, Blizzard game, and now it's like, oh yeah, Blizzard game. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Like, but I think, when it all comes down to it, I think people want a couple things. The top one being they want the Blizzard employees to have a fair wage and a safe work environment where you're not harassed or, treated like a lesser person. And then, right below that is they want a game that's good. That's it. It doesn't seem that hard to do, right? It doesn't seem like it's that crazy. So I don't know. That's pretty much my take on it. And let me know your take down below. And because the thing is, like, I still love World of Warcraft, man. I want it to be good. And I think a lot of people that are quitting the game they want World of Warcraft to be good as well. They don't want to see it fail or do anything, but I feel like they're doing this because they want to see it become good. And I think taking the step of, quitting and not playing everything is everybody's way of saying, I just want this to get better, and if I have to do this for it to get better and the situations to all get better, that's what I'm going to do. So that's my opinion on it. Let me know yours. And, yeah. Okay. So, yeah.